What's going on, everybody? It's an out of the theater reaction for The Running Man. This is the not remake of the Arnold movie, but it is a retelling of the Stephen King novel of the same name. This one stars Glenn Powell. It is directed by Edgar Wright. So again, this is just my out of the theater reaction, my first couple of thoughts. My non-spoiler review will be up tomorrow once the embargo drops. So if you're brand new to the channel, click like, subscribe, all that. So I will tell you, I was excited about this movie because I wanted to see what the adaptation was going to be like from the novel itself, from Stephen King, because the original 80s movie, which I love, by the way, which is more of like an Arnold movie and different from the novel. So I wanted to see how that was going to play. This one, as where that was an Arnold movie, this is an Edgar Wright movie. And when I say I love Edgar Wright, I think that the tone of this movie is kind of all over the place, unfortunately. It doesn't really settle into what it wants to be, and the pacing's weird. The movie feels long. It's about 2 hours and 5 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes, whatever it might be, and it feels a lot longer. There's some cool stuff in the movie for sure. Glenn Powell is good as Ben Richards. There's some stuff, and Dan Killian played by Josh Brolin. There's some things that definitely work in it, and the interesting ways that they navigate the game and change the game up and make it so it's 2025. Well, it's not 2025, but now that we are in 2025, you can feel kind of the ways that they maneuver technology and things that they do. But they lose that sometimes, and sometimes there's this kind of over-the-top acting and a lot of yelling and screaming sometimes, and there's some kind of humor in it that kind of throws things off from the pace that they set in previous scenes. I never attached to Ben Richards in the way that I wanted to, not because of Glenn Powell's performance, but just because of I don't know, I just wasn't as engaged. There's a lot of things that worked. There's a lot of cool things that the way they maneuver, again, the game, but overall I was kind of let down with the pacing, if that makes sense, which is a bummer because I love Edgar Wright. This one just didn't work for me as much. Entertained, was I? Yeah, watching it, I was never really bored, but I was noticing the length of the movie, if that makes sense. So, again, those are just my initial thoughts as I'm walking out of the theater. I'm going to do a non-spoiler review when I can really detail it just a little bit more. But will you enjoy yourself in the theater? I do think that you can enjoy yourself in the theater with it for sure. I just think maybe I was expecting a lot more because of everyone that was involved. So that's my out of the theater reaction for The Running Man. Check it out. You might disagree. You might love it. You might feel the same. But either way, let me know once you check it out. Click like, subscribe, do all that and more. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.